Welcome to ZoomInData. Hello everyone. Thank you for joining the second video in our comprehensive Azure Logic Apps series. In this session, titled Why Choose Azure Logic Apps? Benefits and Use Cases, we will examine the compelling advantages that position Azure Logic Apps as a leading cloud integration platform. Core benefits such as serverless architecture, extensive connector ecosystem, low-code development, enterprise security, scalability, and cost efficiency. Practical, real-world enterprise use cases across various industries that highlight the platform's business impact and versatility. This video will provide clear guidance on when and why Azure Logic Apps is the right choice for your automation and integration projects. If you find this content valuable, please subscribe to ZoomInData and enable notifications to follow the complete series. What makes Azure Logic Apps a preferred choice for cloud integrations? Azure Logic Apps delivers a fully managed, serverless IaaS with low-code capabilities and over 1,400 pre-built connectors. It combines rapid development speed with enterprise-grade reliability, security, and seamless integration within the Azure ecosystem. Organizations achieve faster time to value compared to traditional middleware or custom-coded solutions. How does the serverless model benefit users of Azure Logic Apps? The serverless architecture eliminates infrastructure management, allowing Azure to handle provisioning, scaling, patching, and availability. Teams focus solely on business logic while benefiting from automatic scaling and reduced operational costs. No charges incur during idle periods in the consumption model. What is the significance of the low-code, no-code designer? The Visual Designer enables rapid workflow creation through drag and drop, making integration accessible to both citizen and professional developers. It supports pro-code extensibility via code view, inline code, and Azure Functions for complex scenarios. This approach significantly reduces development time and empowers business units under IT governance. How extensive and valuable is the connector ecosystem? Azure Logic Apps offers more than 1,400 managed connectors covering Microsoft services, popular SaaS platforms, and on-premises systems. Built-in connectors provide native performance for core operations. Custom connectors extend to any API. This vast ecosystem minimizes custom development and accelerates connectivity. What scalability advantages does Azure Logic Apps provide? Automatic scaling handles workload spikes seamlessly in both consumption and standard hosting models. Standard plans offer dedicated resources, higher execution limits, and virtual network isolation for demanding workloads. Parallel branches and batching support high-throughput processing efficiently. How does Azure Logic Apps address enterprise security and compliance needs? It inherits Azure's robust security features including managed identities, private endpoints, VNet integration, and encryption at rest and in transit. The platform holds numerous compliance certifications, ISO, SOC, GDPR, HIPAA, etc. Fine-grained RBAC and Azure policy ensure secure governance. What cost efficiency benefits does the platform offer? Consumption pricing is execution-based with no idle costs, ideal for variable workloads. Standard pricing provides predictable costs with dedicated resources and included executions. Overall, it lowers TCO compared to maintaining on-premises integration servers. Describe a common process automation use case. Employee onboarding automation. Triggered by HR system entry, it provisions accounts, sends equipment requests, assigns training, and notifies teams. Integrates Active Directory, Office 365, and internal tools seamlessly. Reduces manual coordination and ensures consistent execution. How is Azure Logic Apps used for data synchronization scenarios? Real-time or scheduled synchronization of records between CRM, ERP, marketing platforms, and databases. Event-driven triggers detect changes and propagate updates reliably. Maintains data consistency across siloed applications. Provide an example of an approval workflow use case. Expense or purchase request approval. Triggered by form submission, routes for multi-level approval via email and Teams, escalates if needed. Logs decisions and notifies finance upon completion. Improves compliance and processing speed. What is a typical B2B integration use case? ED order processing with trading partners using X12, EDIFACT, or AS2 protocols via integration accounts. Receives, validates, transforms, and routes messages to internal systems. Simplifies partner onboarding and ensures reliable message exchange. How does Logic Apps support event-driven architectures? Reacts instantly to events from Azure services like Event Grid, Service Bus, or storage using native triggers. Enables decoupled, scalable designs for microservices and real-time processing. Ideal for modern cloud-native applications. Describe a hybrid integration scenario. Connecting cloud applications to on-premises databases or legacy systems via the on-premises data gateway. Example: syncing inventory from on-premises SQL to e-commerce platforms. Provides secure connectivity without exposing internal networks. How are AI capabilities leveraged in use cases? Intelligent document processing. Extract insights using Azure OpenAI, route based on content, or generate summaries. Orchestrating AI agents for adaptive workflows and decision-making. Converts workflows into MCP servers for standardized AI tool usage. What operational and monitoring benefits exist? Detailed runs history, diagnostics, and native integration with Azure Monitor and Application Insights. Supports alerting, resubmission of failed runs, and CI/CD deployment. Enables proactive management and quick troubleshooting. Provide a healthcare industry example. Patient discharge workflow. Trigger on record update, schedule follow-ups, send reminders, and update records. Uses compliant connectors while maintaining data privacy. Enhances patient care coordination. How is it applied in financial services? Transaction monitoring and fraud alert workflows triggered by suspicious activity. Automates compliance reporting across multiple systems. Ensures regulatory adherence and rapid response. What retail scenario commonly uses Logic Apps? Omnichannel order orchestration. Process orders from web, mobile. Update inventory. Trigger fulfillment, and notify customers. Integrates e-commerce, ERP, and logistics providers. Improves order accuracy and customer satisfaction. How does the platform support business continuity? Built-in retry policies, fallback actions, and geo-redundant deployment options. Failed runs can be resubmitted manually or automatically. Ensures resilience for critical business processes. Why is it ideal for prototyping and innovation? Templates and Visual Designer allow rapid creation of proof-of-concept workflows. No infrastructure setup needed for immediate testing and iteration. Accelerates validation with stakeholders. Describe an IoT use case. Processing device telemetry from IoT hub. Filter, enrich, store, and trigger alerts on anomalies. Scales to millions of messages efficiently. Enables predictive maintenance scenarios. How does it enhance developer productivity? Local development via VS Code extension, standard, integrated testing, and source control. Rich debugging and run history analysis tools. Streamlines collaboration and deployment. What value comes from deep Azure service integration? Native, low latency connectors to functions, API management, Cosmos DB, and cognitive services. Enables fully Azure native solutions with unified monitoring and security. Simplifies architecture and operations. Why is Azure Logic Apps key to digital transformation? Quickly connects legacy systems with modern cloud applications, breaking down data silos. Empowers business agility while maintaining enterprise control. Delivers measurable ROI through automation. When should organizations consider adopting Azure Logic Apps? Replacing costly on-premises integration platforms like BizTalk Server. Needing faster integration delivery and cloud-native scalability. Building event-driven, AI-enhanced, or hybrid applications. Thank you for watching this session on the benefits and use cases of Azure Logic Apps. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to ZoomInData. More Azure Logic Apps interview and tutorial videos coming soon. Stay connected and keep learning.